Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Royal Chronicles, your go-to channel where truth gets the crown and hypocrisy gets the boot. Now let's talk about the man who's made a career out of exploiting his own daughter. Yes, Thomas Markle Sr., the man who turned his daughter's global fame into a tabloid side hustle, has finally found himself at the receiving end of a little thing called karma. While Meghan Sussex is thriving in Montecito, glowing with love, purpose and privacy alongside Prince Harry and their two beautiful children, Thomas Markle is reportedly living in a £500 a month high-rise flat on the crowded island of Cebu in the Philippines. The man who once used the global media to shame, guilt-trip and gaslight his daughter is now sitting alone outside supermarkets in sweltering heat, thousands of miles away from the very family he tried to publicly shame. Let me be clear, we don't celebrate anyone's suffering. But let's also not pretend that this isn't the same man who launched media attacks on Meghan right before her wedding, staged paparazzi photos and gave one petty interview after another, dragging her name through every tabloid he could find, sometimes even for free. And now? He's got a walking stick, a humid climate he can barely handle, and not even an invitation to Archie's 6th birthday. I mean, imagine missing your grandson's birthday and being photographed sweating it out outside a supermarket the very next day. That's not just sad, that's Shakespearean-level poetic justice. Let's talk facts. While Meghan Sussex has never said a cruel word publicly about her father, despite all his antics, he's continued to appear on shows whining about being shut out. No, sir, you weren't shut out. You dug yourself out with every embarrassing media appearance, every alliance with people who've attacked your daughter, and every public stunt that reeked of desperation. But here's what's even more ironic. This man used to live just 250 miles away from Meghan and Harry in Rosarito, Mexico. Did he ever try to respectfully reconcile in private? Nope. Instead, he went to the Daily Mail, he went to GB News, he went to anyone who would hand him a microphone and let him whine. And now he's 7,000 miles away in Cebu, sitting in 90% humidity, being looked after by his son, Thomas Markle Sr. Yes, the same half-brother who also cashed in on Meghan's name and even went on Big Brother Australia. Is anyone else seeing the pattern here? These men didn't protect Meghan, they profited off her. Now Thomas Sr. says he moved to Southeast Asia for peace and quiet. Oh, now you want peace? After years of stirring the pot, now you want a quieter, friendlier existence. Sir, the irony is almost too much to handle. It's giving I burned the house down, but now I'd like to nap. Meanwhile, Meghan Sussex is living her truth. She's raising Archie and Lilibet with love, grace and fierce protection. She's keeping their lives private, not paraded for cameras like Thomas Sr. would probably prefer. Her message to Archie on his birthday was pure and heartfelt, accompanied by a beautiful photo that screamed peace, not performance. No tabloids, no drama, just a mother celebrating her son. And let's not forget, Meghan has endured public abuse not just from tabloids, but from her own father and half-siblings. Yet she's responded with dignity. No shady interviews, no retaliatory comments, just quiet strength. And yes, moving on without them. To those who still try to paint Meghan as cold or heartless for keeping her distance, let me ask you this. Would you invite someone to your child's birthday who sold you out to the press, who sided with people who called you racist names, who contributed to your mental health struggles and then played victim when you drew a boundary? Because boundaries aren't cruelty, they're self-preservation. Meghan didn't cut her father off. He pushed himself out of her life with every tabloid deal and every toxic statement. That's not rejection, that's consequence. Let's rewind the tape for just a moment. Thomas Markle Sr. didn't just stumble into tabloid drama, he practically made it a second career. Ever since Meghan Sussex became a global figure, this man's been on a relentless media tour. We're talking about someone who managed to give more interviews in 2 years than Meghan herself, all while claiming he just wanted a quiet life. Remember his first wave of interviews right before the royal wedding? That's when he staged those infamous paparazzi photos. Yes, staged them for cash. The man went from picking up groceries in Rosarito to posing like a tourist in a cardboard cutout shop. And when the world found out the photos were fake, boom, he turned around and gave interviews to every network that would listen, including Good Morning Britain, like it was the home shopping network for betrayal. Then came the emotional blackmail saga. He'd say, "I just want to talk to my daughter," in one breath, and in the next breath call her cold, controlling, and accuse her of abandoning her family. One minute it's "I'm not angry," and the next it's "Meghan is destroying the royal family." Sir, pick a lane. Are you heartbroken or writing a villain monologue? Let's not forget the endless, cringe-worthy quotes. "I haven't spoken to Meghan in months, but I love her. I'll keep talking to the media until she talks to me again. I sent her a letter, and I'm waiting for a response on live television." Seriously? That's not a reconciliation plan, that's a hostage negotiation in front of a camera crew. And now, after years of throwing public tantrums and cashing in on his daughter's name, he's out here saying he wants peace. Peace? Thomas Markle said he wants peace now. But back then he was dialing Good Morning Britain, like it was speed dating for fame. Where was this peaceful energy when Meghan was heavily pregnant and being dragged daily by the tabloids? Where was the love when he participated in that ridiculous Meghan Tell-All documentary with Samantha Markle, a woman who seems to think being Meghan's half-sister makes her royalty adjacent? You can't keep lighting media fires and then act shocked when you're standing in the smoke. Thomas didn't just burn bridges, he rented a tabloid bulldozer and paved over them for clicks. And let's be honest, if this man really wanted a relationship with his daughter, he could have picked up the phone privately, issued a heartfelt apology, or just stopped talking. But instead, he chose the Daily Mail, the Sun, and anyone else with a checkbook and a camera crew. So forgive us if we don't buy the poor grandpa storyline now. Actions speak louder than crocodile tears, and his actions have been broadcast, rebroadcast, and monetized since 2018. And speaking of consequences, how poetic that Thomas Sr., once living near Malibu Dreams, is now dodging motorbikes and sweating through linen in Cebu. He says the people there are respectful to older people. That's great. Maybe now he'll learn what it feels like to be treated kindly without conditions, something he didn't offer to his daughter when she needed support the most. So, let's just say it loud and clear. Thomas Markle's karma has arrived. And Meghan Sussex? She's still standing, still glowing, still building a legacy rooted in kindness and integrity, because no matter how far the tabloids or estranged family members try to drag her, Meghan keeps rising, protected by truth, love, and a man who stood by her when the world tried to break her. And you know what? We'll keep standing by her too. Thanks for tuning into the Royal Chronicles. If you're tired of the media circus and want to support real stories, dignity, and yes, a bit of shade when deserved, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We've got more truth bombs and royal receipts coming your way. Until next time, stay informed, stay kind, and stay royal.